In a recent episode of his podcast, The Weekly Show, Jon Stewart opened up about his concerns regarding the future of his show on Comedy Central, especially in light of the shocking cancellation of his friend Stephen Colbert's The Late Show. CBS made the unexpected announcement on Thursday, just days after Colbert delivered a passionate on-air critique of the network's parent company, Paramount, which had settled a $16 million lawsuit with former President Trump. This sudden turn of events has left many in the industry questioning the stability of late-night television and the future of its most prominent figures. CBS explained that the decision to cancel The Late Show was a purely financial decision amid a challenging landscape for late-night programming. The show is set to conclude its historic run in May 2026, marking the end of an era for one of the most recognizable names in late-night television. In their statement, CBS emphasized that the cancellation was not a reflection of the show's performance or content, but rather a necessary step in response to the current economic climate. This acknowledgement of financial pressures highlights the broader struggles facing the television industry, particularly in the late-night segment. Jon Stewart, who is well known for his influential tenure on The Daily Show from 1999 to 2015, shared his thoughts on the potential implications of Paramount's ongoing $8 billion merger with Skydance. During his podcast, he expressed his frustration over the lack of communication from the network regarding the future of his own show. "Unfortunately, we haven't heard anything from them," he remarked. "They haven't called me and said, don't get too comfortable in that office, Stewart." This lack of clarity has left Stewart and his team in a state of uncertainty as they navigate the shifting landscape of late-night television. Despite the uncertainty, Stewart maintained a sense of humor and resilience, stating, "I've been kicked out of worse establishments than that. We'll land on our feet." However, he candidly admitted, "I honestly don't know what the future of The Daily Show is." This uncertainty is particularly poignant given that the show has been a staple of Comedy Central and a significant part of Stewart's career. His tenure on The Daily Show not only shaped the program into a cultural touchstone, but also influenced a generation of comedians and political commentators. Since Stewart's departure, The Daily Show has seen a rotation of guest hosts, with no permanent replacement named yet. This ongoing instability has led Stewart to reflect on the significance of the program to Comedy Central. "I'd like to believe that, without The Daily Show, Comedy Central is kind of like Muzak at this point," he said. "I think we're the only sort of life that exists on a current basis other than South Park." His comments underscore the vital role that The Daily Show plays in the network's identity and programming, as it has historically provided a platform for political satire and social commentary. The cancellation of The Late Show has sent shockwaves through the late-night landscape, raising questions about the viability of other programs in the genre. CBS's decision to not replace Colbert further complicates the situation. As the network stated, "We consider Stephen Colbert irreplaceable and will retire the Late Show franchise at that time." This move signals a significant shift in the late-night television landscape, as networks grapple with declining viewership and profitability. The decision to retire the franchise altogether suggests that CBS is reevaluating its approach to late-night programming, potentially paving the way for new formats or hosts that align better with current audience preferences. The financial pressures facing late-night shows have become increasingly apparent, with reports indicating that The Late Show was losing approximately $40 million annually. The production costs for the show reached around $100 million a year, with Colbert's salary estimated to be between $15 million and $20 million. Despite Colbert's strong ratings compared to his ABC and NBC counterparts, the financial strain proved insurmountable. As Stewart noted, "I'd like to think we bring enough value to Comedy Central, but that may not be their consideration. This statement reflects a broader concern among late-night hosts about their value in an increasingly competitive media landscape. The broader context of these cancellations is also significant. Late-night television has seen a decline in profitability in recent years, as viewers increasingly turn to streaming services and other forms of entertainment. Advertiser revenue has sharply decreased, making it difficult for traditional late-night shows to remain financially viable. This shift in viewer habits has left many in the industry questioning the future of the format. The rise of platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube has changed the way audiences consume content, leading to a fragmentation of viewership that traditional late-night shows have struggled to adapt to. Colbert's cancellation has sparked mixed reactions, with some celebrating the end of a show that had become synonymous with political commentary and criticism of the Trump administration. Former President Trump himself took to his Truth social platform to express his delight at Colbert's firing, stating, "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings." Trump's comments reflect the polarized nature of late-night television, where hosts have often found themselves at the center of political controversy. This polarization has led to a divided audience, with some viewers tuning in for the political commentary, while others have grown weary of the constant focus on current events. As the late-night landscape continues to evolve, Jon Stewart's future remains uncertain. His candid reflections on his podcast resonate with many in the industry who are watching these developments closely. The fate of The Daily Show and its iconic host hangs in the balance, leaving fans to wonder what lies ahead for one of the most influential voices in comedy. Stewart's legacy as a pioneer of political satire has set a high bar for those who follow in his footsteps, and the potential loss of The Daily Show would mark a significant shift in the landscape of political commentary. In conclusion, the cancellation of Stephen Colbert's The Late Show has not only impacted Colbert, but has also raised significant questions about the future of late-night television as a whole. Jon Stewart's concerns about his own show reflect a broader anxiety within the industry, as traditional formats struggle to adapt to changing viewer preferences and financial realities. As we look ahead, it remains to be seen how these developments will shape the landscape of late-night programming and what the future holds for beloved hosts like Jon Stewart. The coming years will be crucial for the survival of late-night television, and the decisions made by networks will undoubtedly have lasting implications for the genre and its audience. As the industry navigates these turbulent waters, one thing is clear: the landscape of late-night television is changing, and the voices that have defined it for decades may need to adapt or risk becoming obsolete. Whether through innovative formats, new hosts, or a renewed focus on audience engagement, the future of late-night television will depend on its ability to evolve and resonate with viewers in an increasingly digital world. Jon Stewart's journey, along with that of his contemporaries, will be a critical part of this ongoing narrative, as they seek to redefine what late-night television can be in the years to come.